Welcome back to weather. Normally we express concern when we see a low pressure system moving toward our area, but there are reasons not to be concerned here. For now, first of all, no precipitation in the area. Maybe just you see occasional peaks or spots of green, but that might be a trickle or a drizzle just for a few seconds. Overnight tonight, our temperature staying above the freezing point at 37. Cloudy, our winds will be decreasing. That is part of an equation that can cause fog. That's why we're back under a fog advisory. That is until tomorrow morning. Our winds right now from the west at about 5 miles an hour. A dense fog advisory for basically the northern half of our viewing area. But don't worry, the southern half won't be left out because that's where the low pressure system is likely to land, although the brunt of the low pressure system will be below our viewing area. Let's take a look at day parts for tomorrow. Possible rain, patchy fog, or maybe redeveloping real dense fog. At 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, 38 degrees, but throughout our forecast, there's not going to be much temperature movement. You can see we only basically hit a high of 42. That is still slightly above normal for this time of year. The winds staying relatively calm, all things considered. Now here's Futurecast. It will show you what we predict will happen as far as that possible rain activity. First clouds, maybe a smattering or a scattering of precipitation, but from I-70 and maybe a little bit south and maybe a little bit north, there might be some occasional rain, but generally, and let me step aside so you can see fully, this is basically geared more toward Indiana than us, but then look what happens. Something comes down from the north. That's what they talk about sometimes as lake effect snow, but because the temperature is way above 32, this would be just lake effect precipitation in the form of rain, and basically all the precipitation is over by the morning hours. Now, we're looking at the 3-day forecast for the weekend. Possible rain later and primarily to the south on Saturday, but then that fog concern, 42 for the high. It doesn't change much on Sunday except precipitation removed from the equation. And then on Monday, our winds die down a little bit and our temperatures up to 45, a little bit above normal, but not much for this time of year. Now here is something to, basically it's on the bright side. We had to put something in there, of course. Monday. This coming Monday, we're going to see more sunshine and we're going to see more scheduled daylight. We'll have sunrise just a little bit after 7 o'clock, as you can see there, and sunset a little bit after 9 o'clock. By the way, we will have our pre-7 a.m. sunrise starting for us on Groundhog Day. It's coming up. We're not that far away from the month of February. It's at the end of our 7-day forecast. But look, average extremes for this time of year are just a little bit under 40 degrees for the high, a little bit over 20 for the low. And across the board, we don't have much precipitation and we don't have much temperature movement at all during this 7-day period.